So last Saturday, my roommate, Sam, woke up with what I can only describe as an aggressively optimistic attitude and a copy of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. You know, the one where you're supposed to hold every object in your house and if it doesn't spark joy, you yeet it into a donation bin or the void. I thought it was going to be a casual day of laundry and aggressively ignoring our recycling pile, but when I walked into the living room, Sam had already constructed a mountain of shoes, mismatched socks, and 4 half-empty bottles of shampoo, none of which were mine. Things started getting weird about 2 hours in, when Sam announced that the toaster no longer sparked joy because it looked at him funny that morning. Next thing I know, the toaster is in the hallway, and Sam is asking me if my throw pillow collection is strictly necessary for my emotional well-being. Spoiler, it absolutely is. By hour 5, there were piles labeled keep, donate, trash, and, inexplicably, interrogate later. My favorite mug was in the interrogate later pile, and I'm still not sure if it's out on bail. But the real chaos began when we got to the laundry. Sam decided the only fair way to judge the joy-sparking potential of each item was to try them all on, turning our apartment into what can only be described as a thrift store fashion show, featuring an interpretive dance routine with a scarf I haven't worn since 2012. At this point, our friends showed up, saw the disaster zone, and instead of helping, immediately ordered pizza. I can't blame them, you can't sort socks on an empty stomach. 10 hours, 3 pizzas, and a brief existential crisis about whether a novelty mug can feel joy later. The only thing we'd successfully decluttered was the pizza box stack. So, did our apartment spark joy? Not exactly, but at least the pizza delivery guy kept finding us, no matter how much stuff we buried ourselves under. Turns out, the secret to tidying up isn't organization, it's extra cheese.